Are you a person who wakes up tired every day because you gave 110% the day before and still couldn't get everything done? Do you feel overwhelmed with the tasks that you have in a day and feel like 24 hours is not enough? Do you feel defeated every time you come home after a rough day because you really put out your best and somehow you're still drowning in a sea of problems and tasks that never seem to end and keep mounting and mounting? Are you fed up with work that never seems to run out, even if you're out there every day giving it your best effort? If you can relate to all of that, then hats off to you. We were once in the same boat, and the person that I was describing at the start of this video was actually myself a couple of years ago. If that's you right now, I have a couple of good news bits for you. Number one, I was once in that situation, in that position, but I managed to get myself out of it using these 5 simple 1-minute daily habits. I think you can too. The second bit of good news is that the fact that you're watching this video right now means that you're tired of your situation and you're actually taking the first step to get yourself out that bad situation that you're in. So here's my story, guys. Not too long ago, I experienced the same problems that you were experiencing right now. I started in 2016 as a lawyer here in the Philippines. We started our own law firm, and lawyer work, especially in this country, is one of the most grueling, soul-sucking, overrated, over-glorified, thankless jobs that a person could ever imagine. And for some reason, I got myself into this industry, and I decided that the only way out was through. I wouldn't be backing out of it, but the only way out would be up and through. I experienced it, the calls that just wouldn't stop coming, the emails that would be left unanswered because I didn't have the time to answer all of the calls, all of the emails, and do all of the things and attend to all of the clients' concerns. I was really overwhelmed, and I wished for more time because I needed to finish my work. I wanted to finish my work. I grew up thinking that I was competent. I was used to having things under my control. Then suddenly, I was thrust into this world where it felt like I sucked. I felt like I was incompetent. And honestly, it felt like I was a failure. Not wanting to wallow in the mud of my defeat, I started researching ways on how to improve and how to win back my days. The feeling that I wanted to achieve was not to have relaxed days or off days, because I want to work, but I want to work and give it my all and feel accomplished at the end of the day because I have did the tasks that were important. I have moved the needle further into the future. I'm accomplished and my efforts were honored in the day. In short, guys, I wanted to work hard and still feel like I won my day. And how did I make it? I did that by applying 5 1-minute habits into my daily routine, and this really changed my life. And today I'm sharing it with you with the hopes that it might help you and change your life for the better as well. So without further ado, let's dive to the 5 1-minute habits to help you win back your day. This is time management for busy people, guys. If you're a busy person and you feel like you've given it your all and it's still not enough, this is for you. Habit number 1. Habit number 1 is actually a lesson packaged with an action task. And the lesson is, your perfect day starts the night before. And what I mean by this, guys, is that before you go to sleep every night, you have to have your action plan for the upcoming day already set and ready. And what's left is for you to just sleep, get some rest, wake up, and start acting on it. This is actually a flip of what I've been doing for the past couple of years. Back when I was stressed, I would wake up every morning and grab my cup of coffee and sit on the balcony trying to list all the things that I was supposed to do that day. What I noticed is that if I did it early in the morning, then the calls and the messages would already come in and it would start distracting me from the first task of accomplishing the list of things to do. And the second thing is that it really takes brain power, guys, to even think of the tasks that you are supposed to finish. So if you do it in the morning, then your 100% energy battery that has been recharged the night before is now down to 95 or 90% just from the act of building your to-do list for the day. So the habit is, build your to-do list for the day the night before you sleep. This helps because it gives you a good visual of what's about to happen the next day and it lets you maneuver. Like for example, when I build my to-do list for the next day, I always give room for things that I cannot foresee that will happen the next day. For example, urgent calls from clients or family emergencies, or there's a mishap on the road and the traffic is heavier than usual. I try to leverage the fact that I prepared the night before to give myself wiggle room the next day. And this one allows me to flow through my tasks relatively easier than back when I was doing it first thing in the morning. Also, if you notice, you tend to remember a lot of things to do or a lot of things left undone before you sleep. And if you do sleep before listing all of these down, then you'd have a big problem trying to remember them in the morning. The perfect day starts the night before. Get yourself ready, get your gym clothes and your shoes ready, get your notebook and your work equipment ready. Treat yourself like an athlete. When you wake up and you know what to do, then it all becomes just a matter of execution. Which brings us to the second 1-minute habit to help you win your day. From the list of to-dos that you prepared the night before, have a list of must-dos and have a list of might-dos. I got this from one of my online mentors, Ali Abdal. I was actually listening to Ali back when he was still a doctor, before he became a full-time content creator, and this lesson really stuck with me. Sometimes you get frustrated because we couldn't finish our to-do lists in a day. It sucks because you could have accomplished a lot of things and still come home defeated just because your mind was framed to finish everything and you have 1 or 2 or 3 little bits that you just ran out of time to do. So the solution of that is to have a list of must-dos and might-dos. So I have 2 separate segments in my daily to-do list. The first one is my must-dos, and I put them under the tab that says tasks to win the day. Those are really the tasks that if everything else fails, you end up just doing those tasks, then it would be enough. And then you get to remember a lot of the small things as well. You put all of them in your might-dos. And don't pressure yourself with trying to finish all the might-dos or all the tasks in your to-do list. These ones are the mission-critical tasks that you have to get done no matter what. These ones are the optional happy tasks that if you're feeling down and you want to get some stuff done, or if you have some extra time, then it would be nice to work on these tasks as well. Which brings us to the third 1-minute habit, and this one is quite important, guys. The Eisenhower Matrix. I don't know if it was Eisenhower himself who came up with the Eisenhower Matrix, but it's really important if you're a guy whose task list quickly piles up. Basically, the Eisenhower Matrix is a quadrant where on one side you list all of the things that are important and not important. Then on the top side, you list the things that are urgent and not urgent. If it's important and urgent, it goes to the upper half. If it's important though not urgent, goes to the upper right. Not important but urgent, lower left. Not important and not urgent, to the lower right. This helps you streamline all of the tasks, because if you don't really rank the tasks by order of priority, then everything suddenly becomes urgent. I don't know who said it, but there was this quote that says, "A good schedule guards you from the whims and caprices of daily life." So the trick here with the Eisenhower Matrix is to do, schedule, delegate, and delete. If it's important and urgent, then do it. Those are your mission critical tasks. If it's important but it's not urgent, but it helps move the mission along, then schedule it to be done when your daily schedule clears up a bit. If it's not important but it's urgent, then maybe you can delegate it. Since it's not that very important, then it could be done by somebody else capable of doing it in your behalf. And that's where a good team comes in, but this is a matter for another yellow pill. If it's not important and it's not urgent, it does not deserve to be on your task list. You have to delete the task. And guys, Alex Hormozy said this, but the most underrated skill that a person has to learn and relearn at every level of going up in business is the skill of saying no. So that's the Eisenhower Matrix. It works well with planning the night before and having a list of must-dos and might-dos. The fourth 1-minute habit that you need to build has a lot to do with getting the momentum. I noticed that people, being differently wired, operate in different ways in terms of getting this done. Some people like to get the momentum going, so they start with the small tasks. They take from the list of might-dos just because checking out the small tasks first gives them the momentum to carry out the bigger and more important tasks later on. Other people, on the other hand, like to start with the big tasks first so that they can check it off and have the rest of the day with less pressure to work on the small tasks. The fourth habit is try to figure out which type of person you are, which type of momentum you can vibe to, and try to run with that. And the fifth 1-minute habit to help you win back your day is actually to do memos. Memos is nothing special. We used to do it back when we were on WhatsApp on our team, and now I do it on Slack. Memos is actually a short memo that you have to all of your workmates and to your partners and stakeholders in the company or firm that you're in, which informs them of your schedule the coming day. So for example, this is the memo that I sent out a couple of days before, informing the office of my schedule for the day. This is helpful and important because in our work culture, people actually send out memos and read memos. And because your schedule is now out there for the information of your workmates, your partners, your associates, then they wouldn't be calling you in times when you have a meeting. They wouldn't be asking where you are in times when you're out of office. And it generally informs everyone of your schedule. We try to adjust around each other's schedule. That's how keeping memos is important, especially if you're working along with the group or if you're working with somebody else, if you're working with a team. So those are the 5 1-minute habits, guys, to help you win back your day. This is bonus content because I'm really grateful that you've made it this far. This is not sponsored, guys, but I actually use an app called Todoist. This is the app logo. You can download it if you want. There's a free version and a paid version. I've tried using both, but the free version does it enough for me. What Todoist does is that you can very quickly open a widget legit add a task and schedule a task, and this schedule actually syncs to your calendar. So for example, you say, I have a meeting with client A next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Todoist immediately detects this schedule and time and saves it in your calendar as an event. It helps with a lot of my tasks, and it helps with a lot of my recurring tasks. It even helps with the bills and my personal life because I schedule bills payment via Todoist. I schedule dentist appointments, and Todoist will automatically schedule in your calendar every 6 months from the day of input that I am due to have a cleaning session with my dentist. So that is super cool. That's bonus for the people who listened up to this far. Thank you guys. And since you're still here, let me take the time to invite you to the Yellow Pill Society. We are on school now. The Yellow Pill Society is actually a learning community of people who want to be wealthy, healthy, and happy. Yeah, if you like this video, guys, there will be a lot more of videos in the Yellow Pill Society. And if you have questions that I cannot answer here, and hopefully the guys at the community would be able to help you out. It's just an aggregation of people who want to be better in life, who want to achieve their dreams in a sustainable and happy and healthy way. I'll put the link down below. I'm putting a lot of effort really into building this community, and I would love to see you there as one of the first few members of the Yellow Pill Society. So if you like this content and you do believe that we can succeed sustainably and we can group together, actually guys, the main tenets of the Yellow Pill Society is long-term games with long-term people. People who want to go slow and do things right and be sustainable and still be rich at the same time. If you are that guy, then I want you in this society because I want to grow with you and I want to work with you. And that is my motivation for helping you out. You can check it out, click on the link, and if you do like it and there are still free slots available, you are very welcome to join. The first 100 slots are free, so if you visit and there are still slots, then you're welcome to join for free. That's it, guys. A quick recap of the 5 1-minute habits to help you win your day. Number 1, the perfect day starts the night before. Number 2, separate your to-do list between must-dos and might-dos. Number 3, try to use the Eisenhower Matrix tool. Number 4, figure out what type of momentum executor you are and try to play by that. Number 5, if you're working with a team, write memos, guys. The bonus content is download Todoist. Again, I'm not sponsored, but I hope these tips help. I genuinely do. If you'd like to say a couple of things, this platform is not just mine, guys. It's ours. You're free to comment section below. You're free to comment on school. If you're still watching and you've enjoyed this content so far, you might want to watch this video over here, or might want to subscribe to this guy over here. I'm starting out, guys. I have no mic yet. Audio is bad, I know, but yeah, we're gonna do it and we're gonna make it one day, and this is gonna be good. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.